shall we go straight in then?
Go for it.
So let's see if we remember how to do it.
Yeah.
Hello everyone!
Everyone!
And welcome back to the Dog and Partridge, the place where you find craft tales. If you haven't made them before, you won't find them at Ali Pally. You won't find them at the UC firework party. And you won't find them in Venezuela kicking the dictator out. Because he was laid up in bed with a snot flu cold man COVID-26.
Was. Yeah,
The world famous Alan Partridge.
This is my brewmaster brother, Dave Partridge. We're back, bro.
We're back.
We're back. We said we'd pop up now and again, didn't we?
We're back for a limited time. We thought we'd... I got like... well, I'll tell you what we've been doing.
What have we been doing, bro?
I've not been brewing kits as such.
No.
I've been brewing recipes on a larger scale that I really like. We'll do more about that now next video.
Yeah.
And but basically that's what we've been doing. But
going back to the roots of home brewing a bit more and making it a little bit cheaper.
Yes, a lot cheaper.
Yes.
And we'll explain that.
Yeah. We'll explain that next time, which means we will be coming back with another video.
Sometime.
Yeah.
At some point. But I was very kindly sent a kit from those guys over at Dark Rock. I don't know if it's still available because it was a limited edition.
Is that this one over here, bro?
And that's that one there.
Hey! Right then. So, if you remember, all grain kit. Here we go, look, all grain kit.
Everything you need is in that box.
This box here.
That box there.
Hey, picture here.
Fairly popular apparently.
Golden Promise.
Golden Promise.
A limited edition. It says limited edition, so you might have to check it out if it's still available. Seasonal all grain beer recipe kit built on a base of Thomas Fawcett Golden Promise Ale malt.
Yeah, I've been learning a bit more about that stuff these days, bro. But yeah.
Light crystal and dextrin malts add warmth, body, and a hint of caramel sweetness.
Yeah.
While British, I can't pronounce that. Olisana.
Oh, yeah, Olisana.
Olisana hops. Bring notes of citrus and stone fruit. Goes on for it, but like my brother says, everything there in the box.
Yeah, everything you need, all your grains weighed out. You just pop your hops in at the designated times. Already weighed out for you, already labelled up. You ain't got to do anything. Just crack on.
Fantabby-dozy. That's it there, isn't it?
And that's it there. And after you've brewed it and all the rest of it and kegged it, you do this.
You know what?
Then, yes, go on.
Golden Promise.
It's Golden Promise.
Golden.
I thought you were going to say it's a bit hazy, but I have knocked it today and I did move it, so...
And the temperature, let's face it, is all over the shop in this country at the minute. It's hot one day, it's cold the next, it's raining, it's sunny, it's all over, it's snowing.
January is just depressing.
In January is pretty rubbish, isn't it?
Especially you've got no work. Yeah.
Anybody wants any fencing done anywhere in the Sleaford area? Anyway. Right, well, so what are you getting off the nose, bro? Oh, I'm getting ahead.
I'm getting
certainly getting stone fruits.
Yeah, the stone fruits, not all citra, but like almost like a bowl of fresh fruit, really.
A little bit, yeah. It's a nice, inviting smell, anyway. So, cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, folks.
Oh, and that's just what the doctor ordered for 2026.
Oh, that's blooming lovely.
Blooming lovely.
Nearly swore then, didn't know what we were doing, but that is fantastic, yeah. Straight with a 10 out of 10 on that one, right?
Yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10. Lovely stone fruits flavour, roll off the back of the tub.
But also mixed quite nicely with that citrus.
Yes.
You know, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all together, like nice
citrus
rounded
and
feel.
piney,
yeah.
Sweetness from the malt, the Golden Promise.
Oh, you love that. That's a nice beer, that.
That was a nice beer.
Oh, well done, Dark Rock. That's fantastic. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Right then.
Right then. Put that down there.
Moving swiftly on.
Moving swiftly on? Oh. Don't you want to tell people about how your 2026 is going?
Oh, COVID. Well, I think about COVID. I can't hear a damn thing. My head's all snotty and I was laid up for a couple of weeks,
Bless you.
Great,
and you had the jab. Oh, you didn't have the jab?
No, I didn't have it this time.
No, I didn't.
Great, innit?
I you know.
Apart from that, bro, it's all right, Yeah. How about yourself? Oh, no, I best not ask that. Sorry about that. Anyway.
Well, I've been brewing, walking the dogs, and that's about it, really.
Rightio.
Anyway.
What we got here then, bro?
We have got one of the kits I did do, because I think I did this at some point last year. It was Green Devil by Oakhams, which is reasonably close to us.
Yes, it's not that far down the road, Peterborough, sort of thing.
And of course, we go to Peterborough Beer Festival quite nearly every year, shall we say.
Nearly, when it wasn't a COVID conspiracy. I mean, when it wasn't COVID.
Oh, yeah, I mean, pandemic.
Anyway, so, I believe you got this from Malt Miller, yes?
Yes, I did get this from Malt Miller.
So, Oakham Green Devil IPA, Green Devil cask aged IPA, powerful tropical fruit, 6% apparently, Brewster.
Yeah. Yeah.
£42.
Yes, it's another reason why I stopped brewing kits.
Not the cheapest.
Not the cheapest.
Not the cheapest by a long way. But then again, it brews to quite a strong beer.
Brews to quite a strong beer, and it will have quite a lot of hops in it. So a hop forward beer tends to be more expensive because, well, basically hops are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start growing them. I think that was a conversation we had the other night when we had too many beers as well.
Right, faff there about for nothing, can't they?
Right then.
And we did drink quite a bit of this when we was down at Peterborough Beer Festival.
Oh, yes.
Oakhams did have their own stand and their own bar.
They did indeed, yeah.
And one of the beers on there, obviously, of course, this
Green
Devil, which I took a bit of a shine to.
Yes, and quite frankly, it's got a lovely nose.
That's even stronger than the last one.
Yeah.
Loads of punch in there. Loads of citrus stone fruit.
And if you like know a lot of local breweries or a brewery to you, they have a certain smell and a certain taste.
Yes.
The certain way they brew, you can tell an Oakham ale, I think. And as soon as you with that,
Yep.
Oakham ale.
Yep.
Straight away.
We can't say it's the water because it's my water.
It's your water. So, but yeah, there's a combination of something in the recipe that does.
Yeah.
Wow, that smells fantastic, bro.
Doesn't it? Very inviting. No. Shall we go in?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just as literally as fantastic.
That's pretty much what I remember from the beer festival.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty spot on.
I think that's pretty spot on, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cracking.
Loads of citrus pine
Yeah.
notes running through that one. It's loads of dryness and bitterness. Oh,
Yeah, nice. Really nice.
really nice.
Love that.
That's why it's a bit dangerous because it's 6%.
6%. Doesn't taste 6%, does it?
It doesn't taste 6%. You can't taste the power in
No.
that one.
And I seem to remember at the beer festival the same similar sort of thing happened where I'll have another one of them, and I'll have another one of them, and oh
I
dear.
did that. I did that.
And oh dear.
I was a bit wobbly on the way out.
Probably.
Good job. Home was just across the road.
Yeah,
at the Premier.
That's fantastic.
It is indeed. It's a thing of beauty.
I think that's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10. He's obviously just going to carry on drinking. Like,
Yes, right. Now then, one of the brews, one of my favourite brews, is obviously an old traditional brew.
Yeah.
And I've brewed Landlord again.
Oh, Timothy Taylor.
Timothy Taylor Landlord. But this is on a bigger scale. And with different grain as well.
Okay.
Because Malt Miller uses Golden Promise.
Okay.
Funny enough.
Oh, right, fair enough.
And I've brewed it with Maris Otter.
Okay.
Because I bought a big bag of Maris Otter. And I brewed it with that. Followed the recipe the same with the hops. And yeah, brewed 72 pints rather than 36. And I think I added a different yeast as well.
Get around here.
So basically the same, but my take on it.
So your take on Timothy Taylor Landlord.
Yeah.
And if you are a home brewer on a bigger scale, this is sometimes what happens. If you're buying things in bulk,
Yeah.
you'll probably swap a few things out on recipes. So if you've got a certain amount of this and you want to use it, don't you? You don't want to waste it.
Yeah. Now, I did go to Boston at Christmas where I met the very famous Rob Cross. I won a gazillion pounds from my friend who bet me it wasn't Rob Cross, and it was Rob Cross.
But do you know where I was? I was here feeding these dogs.
Well, I was on it was on Rob Cross.
I'll get a text. There's a picture of him and Rob Cross, the dart player. There you go.
There you go. And we did drink quite a bit of Landlord in Bostonshire.
In Bostonshire.
Yeah.
Really?
And I do seem to remember it's a bit lighter than this one.
Certainly got the nice traditional sort of malt English smell to it, hasn't it? Pretty much what Timothy Taylor Landlord smells like,
just
really.
a traditional English bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go in.
Going in.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's why I brewed it.
Oh.
fantastic, isn't it?
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can give it a 10 out of 10 because I'm allowed to, but it's... so when you say it's a recipe, whose recipe have you followed?
Malt Miller's, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, Malt Miller does
and
do
then
so.
just
Landlord.
bulked it up to the...
Yeah. Obviously, Dark Rock also do their tribute kit.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you the exact weights of what
Okay.
goes into it. They tell you what goes into
Yeah.
it, but they don't tell you the exact weights and the
Okay.
timings.
Right, yeah.
So on Malt Miller's, they tell you the exact weights and timings
Right, okay.
of what you put in it.
And then you order the stuff to fit, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you've got like one of those spare stuff to go. It's 10 out of 10 all day long, right? It's a
Definitely.
fantastic,
Yeah.
lovely session English beer.
Yeah, yeah.
All afternoon.
Often.
And
This
that's
is
it.
why now I don't need no work because I'm a gazillionaire, making a world famous Rob Cross and Blake. My mate, and also I won
Yeah,
a
you probably-
gazillion pounds from my brother the other week because he didn't believe me about using both lanes into the merge point. Rule 134 of the highway code. He didn't believe it, and he still doesn't believe it's real. So he still owes me a gazillion pounds.
I did not take this bet.
You did.
I did not take
You
the
did.
I did not take
You
the
did.
bet. And he's wrong. Anyway. But Phil, he mate, who did bet him a gazillion pounds, can we have the money please? Because we need it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes,
Ah,
definitely
yeah.
beautiful beer.
So it's slightly different on the end of this video. If you're used to our videos, I won't tell you what's coming next time because next time, while he's still drinking that, next time will probably be a making video on that. But we don't know when that will be, but it'll be at some point in time, won't it?
It'll be at some point in time, whenever we feel like it.
Yeah.
And so until next time, whenever next time is,
Whenever next time
it's
is.
a goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from him.
Huzzah to the king!